here is what we're going to do today. So we will alter a real footage taken from my phone and alter it using Stable Diffusion using AI. So if you haven't installed the Stable Diffusion with UI, please go to I will put the link down below for the tutorial on how to install it locally. So here's the first variation of what we're going to do, and then here's the second one, original footage of that. So here it is side by side. So let's start. So first, what you need to do is to export your video file to a sequence or JPEG sequence. So you can go to your video editing software. For mine is After Effects. So just drag your video here and just render this out, and the output setting should be JPEG sequence. And okay, once that is done, you need to pick a frame in your sequence of where the subject is most seen. Alright, here is the example that I did. So to see, I did use image to image for this one because I just want to manipulate the subject. So I go with a neon cyber pokeball for the subject. I changed, so the original prompt is a basketball ball sitting on a wooden floor next to a cell phone and a cup of table. So here, so the step by step is this. In order to do this, so first you need to click interrogate clip. Then the Stable Diffusion will give a description on what's your image here. It will go to here. So I will do this from scratch so that you can see on how I did this image to image. Right. So just find a suitable first frame or the frame that you want to use. For me, you should pick the part where the subject is seen the most. So when you have done that, click interrogate clip. Just wait for a while. So as you can see, it has generated a description. So you can fix the description to make it real. So a basketball sitting on a wooden floor next to a cell phone. So that matches the image here. So what you need to do is to copy this, go to your script and change to image alternative dash, then paste the given description. Then if this is checked on your side, please uncheck this for checkbox. And then for me, this always works for me, so my head is 36 and 1.1. You can experiment all you want, but for me this is the one that works for me, so I always use this. So let us try first. So this is what it gives me. So it is still loyal to the image here. So remember, I just want to change the, so this is my subject, so we want to alter this ball, right? So here the important settings. When you're doing image to image, be sure to choose crop and resize. And then it is also important to the sampling size. So I'll bring up to 33, or you can choose, or you can test all you want also. And then I just use Euler A, and then for the width, I just, for the width and height, I just want to have the same ratio as my image here. We don't need this right now because we don't have any faces. And then this one, the CFD scale, this will be the scale on which our descriptions here. If it's higher, it will be loyal to what's in here. If it's lower, if it's a lower value, it will be loyal with the descriptions or styles that we're going to add later. So I did use 29, and for the denoising strength, if it's too much, it will go away from the image right here, as you will see here. So as you can see, it is not loyal to the frame that we want, so we're not going after this one. So for me, the value here when we want to alter a image, the sweet spot for me is 0.69 to 0.39. So for this one, I did go for 0.6. So still gave us the same meaning to this one, their same positioning. So that's what we want. So that are the settings. Right now we can add our styles, you know, like Beeple or Cyberpunk. So this is what I use. And then also our negative prompt, because we don't want any bad art. But if you want a stylistic look, you can remove this. So this prompt is that you will not see any of this in the output. That's why we put in here. So great. So look at that, nice anime style, because I did use Midjourney art checkpoint. So I will leave a link on the description below. So here it is. So you can just download this, or you can save it on your drive. Put that on your installation folder of your Stable Diffusion Webui. So just click models and Stable Diffusion, then just copy it here. You have done that, so you can just refresh this and just select the checkpoint that you want. Okay, so once you find a good style that you want, you can click here. This is very important if you're going to do a video. So let me repeat it again. This is very important if you're going to do this in a video, because this means that -1 means random. So if we have 90 frames of this, 90 images would not be the same because there will be a random generated one. So what we need is same seed. It will use this every time on each frame that we input here. So this is very important. Click here if you like the style that you want. Okay, once you're done with this, I discussed all the settings that you need. So once you're done with this, you can go to batch image to image, right? So first you create a folder for you remember this folder, the one we exported from the video editor. Just copy the location, then put it in input folder and create a folder for your output. And that's it. You can just click generate. As you can see, here's mine. So this is like 2 hours for 271 frames. For me is almost 2 hours. So once you're done with this, we will use a rife or Flowframes to make the animation smooth. So you can just download this. I will leave I will leave a link down below. So just download it. So you can please donate if you have money. Once you have downloaded this, just click browse folder. Go to the output folder and just select folder. Then you need to press Ctrl K. So for me, it rendered out with 9.27. Just copy this, go back to Flowframes and enter the FPS here. Just click interpolate. Once that is done, it will create a video for you. So close this one. So here's the output on my end. Okay, so if you use the native output on the Stable Diffusion, it will not be smooth like this one. So I will now edit it in post edit. So here in After Effects, the first video you see, I have rotobrush the ball because I want the first video to only affect the ball. Alright, so when using rotobrush, I will teach for a moment. So grab the video, go click, drag it to this one, film strip, then make sure this is selected, then click this one, the rotobrush tool, just click, okay, just double click here and it will go to a new panel. You will see this. So just press Alt, and drag your mouse to create a brush of red. This will tell the computer that this is the background that you want to remove. Then just press left click to the subject that you want, just like that. So, and then to clean it up, just press alt and right click and left click to remove the excess. So I will not teach a advance of this. Once that is done, just click freeze. I make sure to move this one and click freeze. Alright, and then it will generate a like this one. So as you can see, it has isolated the ball. Not perfectly, because that is the style that I want. So I will just import the output of the Flowframes, put it below, Control Alt F to make it fit the frame, and then I will just tick this, click this eye panel, so that it will isolate the first layer. Then I will press Ctrl Y and make it white. Put it behind the ball. Duplicate the ball and put the other one on the background. And then for this top ball layer, we will add a fill effect. So for the fill effect, just find fill and make it this black, so that this will be a mask. So select both of these, Control Shift C, then to create a composition and press mask, and then put the output of the Flowframes on top. Then on the track matte of the mask, make it luma out. Put the mask on top, and for the output track matte, you can just luma matte, or no, luma inverted matte is the right term. So it has isolated the ball just like that. Okay, so we will just turn off this. So as you can see, we have altered a part of a real world, right? Using AI. So I just lowered the feather a bit. So this is still a young technology too, because the ball is really changing frame by frame and it's not perfect. So for my next tutorial, I will teach on using another software, EBSyn, so to make it more less laggy. But as you can see, we have successfully altered a subject on a real world video and replace it with AI generated images. So for the second video, what I did was, for the second video, here's what I did. Also, please remember to click this one. So, I forgot, so make sure to click this one, the frame blending mode. So it will smooth out the changing of frames. So for the other video, what I did was select the real video and just create a rough mask. Like that. Just like that. And what I did was click the main video, press M, once you created the mask, then right click, then track mask, then just drag it. If it's moving slowly, go to mask again, then just click none for a while, then you can adjust back to selection tool, and then just adjust the mask on the right position so it will not deviate from the selection that we did earlier, then track again. So just like this. Then so since this is just a rough mask, I did not intend to really perfect this up, because we can use a feather. The negative side, right? Okay, so and then Control Y again. Same with the other one, we're going to create a mask. Then add a fill again here, make this black, then mask again, Control Shift C to create a composition between the two, then open the output to the Flowframes again, be sure to click the frame blending, put it behind the mask, then zoom inverted map, then open the main video again. So see, here's what we created. So I hope you learned a bunch of things in this tutorial. Let me know if you need more in-depth tutorial on the After Effects side, so I can do a more in-depth. So thank you, and wait for my next video.